call it? The June 27th, Saturday, 10:35 p.m. My roommate gave me a joint. It's right here. That's what's left of it. I smoked the first part of it. Ooh. Cause I don't know, I felt super nauseous, and like weed could help me. I'm just doing whatever I can do, cause I'm in extreme discomfort. Been barfing my brains out. I got a 6-pack of Gatorades, cause those are tasty. I just love Gatorades. And I got apples, so I'm eating an apple. Ooh, I should try to have a energy drink. I didn't even try that, did I? I'll go try to make an energy drink after this, because what happened was, okay, so yesterday I did not a very big ride, and the day before that I didn't ride at all. And then yesterday, I'm really high right now. Yesterday on my, I did an e-bike ride because I wanted to see how far up the e-bike could go. The Copenhagen wheel. It's on a Copenhagen wheel on a nice race bike. I should include it in my video. Duh. I forget all kinds of stuff. I forgot my heart rate monitor today, and I need to put on, get a new battery tomorrow for my pedals. So, yesterday I rode up to Jamestown on the regular back and back. Today, I love riding every day. Damn, so much fun. Today I did a, oh man, I need to plug that thing in. I forgot to plug it in when I came in. Takes like 4 hours to charge. Up the Lee Hill to the top, only instead of going over Lee Hill and down into that canyon, like James Canyon, you take a left and you just follow the mountain, and it gets really steep. Crazy steep, like straight up the side of the mountain, man. I don't know I want to look on Strava and see what the gradient with that was, because it was crazy. And the way that those Copenhagen wheels work is, once it gets really steep, the aiding, it kind of goes out the window. It helps you a lot less. It's kind of like riding a one-geared bike, and once you get really, really high up steep, it's almost impossible to ride up the hill, because it was just as hard it was like the hardest time I ever had in my entire life to get up that particular hill. I don't know how many times I've done it, but I've done it a few times, but that's the hardest time it's ever taken me, maybe among like any hill, because it felt like it wasn't helping me. It was probably, I don't know. So then I was going to go back and on the road bike and do the same course just to compare the times and see if it wasn't helping me. But I was way too beat, and I'm glad I didn't try that. That would have been bad. So I did the electric bike up to the top of that turnaround, came down. The earphones fell out. My left earphone fell out. Not because I hit a bump or anything, just the wind just blew it right out of my ear of the iPod. You have to make sure that, I guess, the strap is adjusted to go over the iPod. Yeah, because that's never happened before. So, and I had to slam on the brakes. Luckily, there was no cars around, but it took me forever to stop because that wheel is so dang heavy. I should have done the rear brake more, I guess, but I floored the brakes, and it was like 30 meters to stop, it seemed like, but because that wheel is so heavy, but I couldn't back pedal, because the back pedal can be a brake too, but it turns off whenever you go downhill. I went on the way up to that hill, I went down the first hill, and then my brain has no blood in it. And then the wheel wasn't helping me more because it turned off when I started climbing again. So I pulled off on the side of the road, and I tried to go to my phone to open the Copenhagen wheel app, but I couldn't get in the phone because last night I set the phone for face recognition. Why not, right? But it wouldn't recognize my face. Took off my helmet, wouldn't recognize my face. So I did the code, and I forgot like none of the codes that I thought of worked, and so I couldn't listen to music. And I was like, dang, I'm gonna have to like go home now. So, but then I noticed the wheel was like helping me. So I was like, wait, what? Did it turn back on? So yeah, it turned back on. So I went back up. I couldn't listen to music, but I went all the way to the top, super hard. Um, Luckily, it wasn't that hot. Um, and then came down and then came home, and I did my they're in the drawer. I did my lights. I have these fancy lights. I need to show my video next time. Every setting it's 20 minutes. It's like 10 minutes and it stops, and then I guess it does another thing 10 minutes. Because and it has 3 different settings like A, B, and C. I can't remember what they're for. It's like 3 different effects, but I was just listening to music on YouTube, and just like letting this playlist go along, and just letting the new songs. Because I was like, I was originally just going to do it for 20 minutes, but at the end of the first 20 minutes, I was passing out. So I was like, oh, cool, sleep. I love sleep because I have trouble sleeping. I didn't even sleep last night at all until sunrise, and then I kind of cat napped until I got up at like noon. But I was listening to music and doing the lights, and after the first 20 minutes I was sleeping, so I woke up. So I put it on level B. I was like, let's do another one. So I did another one. I put it in another configuration on my stomach, like across my chest, and then did another, and then I did it for C, and I did another configuration for 20 minutes, and so that was an hour. And by the time the third one, I was like, oh, let's go, because I was listening to music. There's this song, it's from Korn, called Korn, where he goes, feel me now. Anyway, he has all these little kids go, pain, pain. So I was like, oh, I want to ride and listen to that. But if I think of the song, I'll say. And so then I was jazzed up to go and do the road bike, the regular bike. I was originally just gonna climb, but then I was like, dude, I'm like, something's wrong. I don't feel good. So I just headed north, really slowly, but not that bad. And then went up to, and I was gonna climb up James Canyon. But then I saw that the hill over to that park, whatever, I can't remember the name of it, over on the right, was paved. So I thought, is that new? Wasn't that like dirt before? So I rode up it to the end. It was nice, newly paved. And then when I came down, I said, okay, let's not go up. Let's just do flats. So I turned to left, and then I went north to St Vrain, and then down St Vrain. And then I saw 63rd Street, so I took a right and then went down across and then a left. I saw a bike at the end of the 63rd, a white bike. That means somebody got killed there, so freaky. So then I rode south on 75th, and I decided not to take a right in front of the lake. I can't remember the lake of it, to go back, near Haystack. So I headed south until right before the the diagonal, took a right, and then went down. There was this house right next to that lake that has grass. They have their whole backyard, and the grass leads all the way up to the lake, and then you can swim in the lake. Cushiest house ever. There are so many cushy-ass houses around here, man. If I had the time, if I was like neurotic enough, like crazy enough, or was done with all my other stuff at the time, that would be cool to make a list, like of the 1,000 most picturesque houses around here. But so came home and I took the bike path at the end. Oh yeah, but before that, I was thinking about not taking the diagonal and just heading to the west, but the sun was going down, and it had like no shoulder, and I was like, ooh, death trap. So I turned around and went down because the car wouldn't see me, maybe, they just see the sun in their eyes. And so they went down the diagonal and then came home. But I felt really bad when I got home, and like something was wrong. Like maybe I was, I felt dehydrated and I just wanted to drink Gatorades. My mom gave me these like electrolyte like packets, and I can't remember what they're called, but they don't really taste really good, maybe because they're not sweet. But they're like salty, I don't know, but I put like one in each, water bottle when I go, but I wanted to drink. I felt dehydrated and I craved a Gatorade. Yeah. So I went into the supermarket, but when I was in the supermarket, I felt like I was about to barf. I started to freak out. I was like, am I going in? I don't want to barf in here. People are going to think I'm having coronavirus and get freaked out. So I just got the 6 Gatorades and apples, like 6 apples, and luckily I didn't have to wait that long, and then just got out and then came back here and I drank like a half Gatorade, or maybe almost like a 3/4 of a Gatorade. Went to the bathroom and then was like, kind of started slowly, but I barfed, and then I just kept barfing. And then I came back here, laid down, and then I had to go over there and barf like 10 more times until my stomach was completely empty. Like my stomach insisted on staying completely empty. So I came back and I played that game like 7 times because I was just sipping water, but just sipping just a little bit of water. Like I'm down to, I think that's only my 2nd Gatorade. I'm pretty sure this is only my 2nd Gatorade. So I went to the bathroom like 7 times to barf 10 times each, just on a Gatorade and a quarter of trying to, and that's all I've drinking. I haven't drinking anything else since I came back. And it's like 10:40 and I came back at like 7. So I was a total disaster. I had this much of an apple in terms of food since I got back. But at no point in the day was I bonked. I'm not bonked right now at all. I feel fine. In fact, I think I feel better now than I did when I came back from the ride. Yeah, well, I guess obviously because I was resting, but yeah, I don't feel like I'm gonna barf, so yeah, I should drink more Gatorade. Gatorade is awesome because it tastes so good when you're dehydrated, and maybe because your body knows that it needs the electrolytes, and it has that perfect amount of sweetness. But yeah. Yeah, I barfed my brains out today. That's never happened. I barfed my brains out this winter for the first time. I don't remember in the past ever barfing. I don't barf. But this winter, yeah, I was barfing so much. It was like today I had to put a barf. I even put this barf thing. I put this next to me because I thought I was going to have to barf into it. But I put one of those next to me that I was barfing into this winter because I just rode like 50 miles or something. It was like my first day. Just kept barfing and barfing. So, but this is the first time I barfed, and then I rode some more, and then I barfed again. And I can't remember. I should have looked at the Strava. I totally forgot. I just forget everything. I forgot what the hell I was talking about because I said I forget. So anyways, tomorrow, oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. Tomorrow, I'm going to, even though I was barfing all day today, I guess I'm going to go on a ride tomorrow. When I was bringing the Gatorades up the stairs, my legs were sore. So, because I remember I was thinking to myself as I was coming back, I'm like, dang, dude, this is totally different from what I'm used to. Like when I'm younger, like when you're younger, usually it's like your legs are burning. I guess that's when you're in shape. But even when you're not in shape, it's like that's all I can do, or there's some leg burn. But yeah, I'm thinking to myself, no leg burn. Like I remember the days of leg burn, no leg burn. That's not my problem. My problem is I just don't have any energy. Like I go as hard as I can, which is about 115 watts. I'm here going, and I'm looking at my wattage, and it says 115, 120, 125, 115, 113, 110. Goes into the 80s, and I'm hammering. I'm here going 115, 125. I have it on 30-second wattage, so I don't know why it was bouncing around. Yeah, I think it was better today though, and it was because I just have no energy, and it's not because I'm bonked. I wasn't bonked. I mean, I don't know how much energy I have when I bonk. Maybe it's around the same. Like when I was in shape and I bonked, maybe it was about 115. But it was just because my part like atrophied so much from just laying here, because I was only laying here for I was just sitting still for 10 years. And I biked here for 6 months. Before that, I was just sitting still for like a lot, so a couple of years, and so yeah, it's just going and I'm just like an old man, you know. You see those really old guys going. I saw a really fat guy today, huge obese guy, and then I saw this really old and fat guy running down the road, running down St Vrain Road. No houses in sight. He would have had to run a mile before he could get to the first house. So yeah, so that's cool. I'm not like the slowest dude, and plus when I'm in when I'm on my what do you call it, the watt bike, the Copenhagen wheel, I pass everybody. There's like pass this dude, you know, you pass like when you're on a slide incline, you zoom right by, you know, and you're like, and that thing doesn't make any noise. You're listening to music. You can't feel it, so you're just like, you're going fast. You're like, I'm so fit. Like I took the Strava segment from Broadway to the turnoff that goes up the road to Lee Hill by 12 seconds yesterday. And I don't know if I broke it today, but I was just riding. But yeah, I mean, that's crazy to think that there's people who can go that fast without it. But so I guess that's like as fast as the fastest people. So yeah, I'm like the fastest climber around. When you're talking about, because I don't think anybody else is on. I looked at the electric bike Strava segments, and there was only one segment on the ride I did the other day where I went up Lee Hill and down James, and there was 12, I think, and I was like number 8, and it was just one segment going down. So, and I had to create the Strava segment from the turnoff of up Lee Hill from Old Stage to, I guess, the top of the first climb, or the dirt road there, and on the right, and yeah, I had to make that one, and I was the only person who did it for an e-bike. So I did it in like 23:30 or something, which is like not even that fast, because it's so steep. That's when the e-bike starts to, you know, not help you so much. I want to, you know, e-bikes are best when you're going uphill, but like barely uphill. So because if you're going too flat, it doesn't really help you, because it has a max out. It has a governor of 25 or even less. And when I look at it, it's 24. I mean, it's officially 25, but when I really look at it, it says it's 24. And but you know, and you can ride faster than 24 miles an hour on the flats if the wind's back again, you know, next to you. So to go a slight incline, you can't go too steep, but a slight incline like that, the sweet spot. I should calculate the sweet spot. I don't know if Copenhagen, the super pedestrian company, has it. I'm going to research, but if not, just around here, I'm going to figure out what it is just on feeling. But yeah, like it's about the same, you know, as up the beginning of Lee Hill, and where it helps you. So I want to take it up those types of canyons. Like Boulder Canyon would be a really good canyon for that, and James Canyon. Oh my God, I haven't done James Canyon with it. I don't know if the battery would last all the way there. What I should do is ride all the way to the bottom of James Canyon on that bike without it charged at all, not using it at all, and not turn it on until I get to the bottom of James Canyon, and then zoom up that sucker with it. I think that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow, because that seems like the perfect incline for that, where I could just like be like the fastest person ever up that. I'll report back tomorrow if I break the Strava record. The only way that the way that my computer does it is that I hit record, and then when I get home, I switch it back to an official e-bike ride, and then it takes all the segments away, you know, or different segments, which I have to make because nobody made them, because there's only 12 people who've ever e-biked up that canyon. But I'm gonna yeah, right up the canyon and back. I guess that's what I was saying? Totally lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, Yeah. No. When I come back, I just switch it over, you know. And then of course I'll make the segments later. But I mean, so it says PR, but I hope it doesn't cause like a glitch. Like send an email to the person like, hey, this guy broke your PR, you know. You know, I hope there's like a delay. It gives me time to switch it back to the e-bike ride. Or but tomorrow I'm gonna look actually on my watch. Yeah, I'm gonna do Strava on. I'm gonna do Strava on my computer, my bike computer. Let's see if my bike computer can do Strava specifically from an e-bike ride in the beginning. E-bike setup, and if not, see if just do Strava on my watch, and see if I can do that for e-bike or my phone. And yeah, maybe that's better, but I don't know. It's actually kind of easier to just do it by hitting the thing, and you just switch it because you look at it anyway. So yeah, I think you know what. I just when I was doing this video, that's when I came up with the bright idea to do James Canyon. So that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'm gonna ride the bike to the base of it, like without any assistance at all. Well, actually, there's a slight incline here at the beginning. Yeah. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it with assistance until the top of that hill, and then it goes down this hill. So I'll just turn it off, and then from then on in, I'll have the assistance off, so I can save the batteries because the steepness really kills the batteries. But I don't know if this you know the smaller incline where it really helps you doesn't kill the battery as much. So that'd be interesting tomorrow to find out that. So, but I'm gonna do it without like whenever I'm on the flats, I'm just gonna turn it off. Tomorrow, no, actually I won't because if the battery dies, I'll have to ride back home with it turned off anyway. So, yeah, I'll just have it on the whole time. Yeah, and just see how far it goes up. But when I go all the way up 36 to James and then back up, so instead of kill it. I forgot to look what the charge is. Actually, I could look now because I never charged it up. Oh, cool! I just thought of that now. Look what the charge of the wheel is after going on top of that hill and back, and then I'll report back tomorrow. Oh yeah, I have like a blog page on my website. I'm going to set that up, but I have to wait until my brain fills up with blood. Or maybe I'll do it tonight if I have insomnia because I had insomnia so badly last night. So anyways, okay, so that was 22 minutes, but you know, this is like a big day for me because I barfed. It's a barf day. I have to reward myself for barfing, you know, because it makes you so uncomfortable physically. So that's why I went and got the Gatorades. I even drove down to the fancy sandwich shop, but they were closed. They closed at 4 on the weekends and 7 on weekdays. What are they called? Deli Zone. Oh, I love their sandwiches. Oh, I'm gonna go tomorrow. So yeah, tomorrow, yeah, do the e-bike to make it easy. Or I forgot what I was saying, but do whatever to make it easy. Okay, enough talking. Talk to you tomorrow. Hopefully I can make it all the way to Jamestown and back, or Jamestown and most of the way back on the wheel. I could have sworn the wheel was going to recharge if you downhill, so I need to look at the manual. And I also want to see what the stationary bike or whatever, they have this other setting, what that means, because I forgot. I got the wheel like 2 or 3 years ago, and 2 years ago, and never rode it. I think I did those tutorials in the beginning, but I can't remember, so trying to play catch up. Okay, talk to you tomorrow.